Hello, welcome to the Tiny Vet Podcast with me, Dr. Nicole Sue, and my fiance...
Comedian Jess Watts. Nicole is not a huge fan of appearing on camera, which is why we don't have like a strong video component for the pod. However, I have recently started uploading clips using waveforms over images, and the process of editing these has demonstrated to me just how unnecessarily loud I am. As every time I speak, it bleeds into the waveform of Nicole's microphone, yet her vocals are gently and beautifully confined to her own recording device. And this does explain why 6 months ago, she pushed me to get my hearing assessed, as she reasonably assumed a human being could not be this loud without hearing damage. Sadly, while I do have a wee little bit of hearing damage from my time in the armed forces, it's not enough to cause this level of volume, and I am simply genetically loud, and I apologize to everyone I've ever met for the volume.
He even talks in his sleep. You can't escape it. You can't. And even if I go to bed early, which I always go to bed earlier than him,
Yes.
He'll put on headphones. Sometimes I'm still woken up because he's laughing.
My laugh is loud.
He's talking to the computer or something.
Yes, I speak to shows I'm watching a lot to tell them they're good or so on. I'll comment on. I'll often be speaking to the writers of a show while watching it.
And we have a very small apartment.
I mean, the apartment's not teeny tiny. The problem, I think, is that the doors are not we're done on the cheap side, so the doors don't really block a lot of sound. I know that when we've had friends stay here, them in the living room speaking quietly sounds like they're right in my ear when I'm in the bedroom, and even people who aren't that loud. And then I'm so loud.
He's so loud.
Nah, you really. I mean, you used to wear earplugs. I think.
Yeah, I
think you don't for just comfort reasons.
I probably should start doing it again.
Oh yeah. I mean, I used to. We both snore. I used to wear earplugs and so on. It does get a bit wearisome, as do I. Anyway, what are we talking about today, my love?
Vaccinating indoor pets.
Yeah, sick. Love it. We've touched on this before.
We kind of have for cats as well.
Vaccinations are always good, and I'm a big fan. Yes.
And a lot of people, they'll, let's say, bring up indoor cats, probably the most relevant one, and they'll go, and I'll talk to them about vaccination and say, in our records, we haven't vaccinated him for a while. Have you just gotten them done elsewhere? Let me know so I can update them. He goes, no, we haven't vaccinated him. And I go, okay, well, I can do it today, and if he's out of date, we need to booster in 4 weeks.
Yeah.
And they go, well, I don't think he needs it because he never leaves the house.
Right.
And I go, is he not here now? Is he not? He's left the house now, obviously, because he's here.
Yeah, okay.
And it's the same thing with human hospitals. Well, you're more likely to get something at a human hospital because that's where the sick people go.
That's a really good point, actually.
Oh, he's here now. I'm looking at him.
Obviously, I never made that connection with pet vaccination. Yeah, it's if you bring them in for a check, that's exposing them.
Yep.
Yeah, interesting.
Yeah,
that's a really good argument.
I really would like to vaccinate him. And also, what if he becomes...
Also, just vaccines are sick, and I love them. They're it's one of the greatest inventions that human civilization's ever made.
Is it, though? Because there are way too many people now.
Oh, yeah. I mean, I guess that's the point as well. We also invented birth control, so it's we've got other ways to solve it.
We need to frickin' use it then, don't we?
No, that's true.
But also, what if they get sick and they need to stay in hospital?
Yeah,
for a few days.
Yeah, you can't suddenly... I mean, you suddenly vaccinate them. Now they're already sick.
You can't vaccinate them.
Be vaccinated when they're already dealing with stuff.
Yeah.
So, that's a really good point. You're protecting it from the vet visits.
Yeah, from the vet visits, or, you're probably going to have some sort of vet visit.
Yeah.
Or, let's say you have to go away and they need to go into boarding.
Yes,
Guess
absolutely.
what you need to have if they're going into boarding?
Yeah, okay.
Up-to-date vaccinations.
Yeah.
And if they're not out of date, we can't just vaccinate them once and just be done with it. We need to booster them again in 4 weeks. So if you're going away in 2 weeks, we can give them one vaccination, but what the boarding place does with that information is none of my business.
Yeah, that's
interesting. That is
interesting.
your responsibility. And we've had people get really annoyed. What do you mean? I'm like, well, that's the reality.
Yeah.
And you can talk to the boarding place about it, but they may not accept it because, yes, he is actually technically not up to date with vaccinations.
Right, yeah.
And there's nothing I can really do about that.
Yeah, so you got to vaccinate even if mostly this animal doesn't go out, or mostly doesn't get exposed to other animals, it might.
Yeah.
And it might be a problem it might prevent you from doing stuff with the animal, right? Like bringing it to the vet clinic. I mean, I guess bringing it to the vet clinic, it does, whether or not it's vaccinated, you're going to take it, right? Like,
oh yeah, we don't say, oh, if they're not vaccinated, they can't come in.
But borders might not take them. Okay.
Yeah, boarding facilities might not take them.
Yeah,
or, we might go, oh, he needs a hospital stay. You need to be aware that the risk of him, acquiring a communicable disease is going to be higher.
Yeah, sure.
And like we do everything we can, but because
when you get pushback,
you made the decision that he's not vaccinated.
When you get pushback about, I assume mostly it's indoor cats. When you get pushback against vaccination, is it like a financial? Do you feel like what's your feeling is like it's a financial motive, or they don't trust vaccines?
Usually financial.
Yeah,
I've had a few.
It's quite expensive.
Not really. It's like $30.
I mean, how much?
$30.
Yeah, but then like how many vaccines does a cat need to get?
One a year. Well, I guess
just
if it's,
one.
Yeah, I guess you have the
that's quite cheap.
You have the consultation as
really?
well.
It's just $30 a year
for the vaccine itself, but we still charge a consultation because we're doing a physical exam and everything
that's
like that.
Pretty cheap,
it's
I think.
not hideously expensive. What
I assumed it would be more expensive. But
what made me think about this is we had someone that called and made a huge fuss about, again, the cat's going to boarding and they've not been vaccinated.
Right. Okay.
And they're going to boarding, in a week. And I go, well, and they were so annoyed at us, and we're like, we're just telling you how it is.
Yeah.
And then
do you guys run the boarding or?
No.
Yeah. Okay.
But it's a pretty standard.
Yeah, they're just mad at everybody at that point.
Yeah. And then we vaccinated the once, and you go, well, do with this what you will, but it will show that your cat requires a booster.
Right.
And then we book them in for the booster. Guess who no-showed to their booster vaccine appointment? And it's probably going to do this all over again in a year's time. And we're like, hey, FYI.
Yeah.
He's out of date.
Yeah.
Yep.
Oh, this is the whole episode?
Oh my god, it was just so ridiculous that they like screamed and whatever about, and then they just never came to their booster vaccination. I'm like, you're going to do this again then?
Yeah.
Raging moron.
I mean, I feel like it's hard to do something you're mad about doing. You know what I mean? Like, let's talk about applying for a day job. But like, if there's something that you sort of feel like you shouldn't do, like if you're against vaccines, for instance, or if you just go, this is actually not necessary and it's bureaucracy that's making me do it. I think it's very easy to postpone it.
Well, I don't care.
I know that you don't. That's very fair. I'm just saying, I understand empathy-wise. I understand why they're like sitting around mad. I'm not even going to go. Screw these people, like it's creating a problem for yourself, of course.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's like I had ages ago, I saw this cat and I needed to take blood from it, but the cat wanted to keep his blood and was very firm on that. So he was so firm.
Are we firm on that? We're firm.
Yeah. Yes. I had to go and be like, hi, so sorry, can't do it today. Have these sedatives, come back another day.
Yeah.
Or tomorrow even.
Right.
And we'll get the sample then. They got so angry that I couldn't do it that they were like, no, I'm not paying for anything. They left the sedatives and they just left.
Yeah.
And I'm like, this is hilarious because you're going to go to another vet and you're going to have the exact same conversation. You're going to wish that you had taken those sedatives.
Right. Yeah. So, they I'm guessing they're like, this person's just trying to trick me out of more money.
Yeah.
Consultation fees or whatever.
Yeah. Or they're useless and they can't take blood from a cat.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah.
And
some cats are very challenging.
Yeah, they are. And at first I was going to be like, oh, wait, just take that. I'm like, oh, no, they can find out on their own. Let them go. That's fine.
Sure. I mean,
they can find out.
In their memory of the situation, nothing they've done is unreasonable.
Oh, for sure.
And the next time they go, I know what they're gonna say because I've heard people say stuff like this. They're gonna go, man, all vets are just
Or they're gonna be like, no one ever told us we could give a sedative
and tricky and blah blah blah. I went to this one vet, she was useless. She couldn't take my cat's blood, and I went to another vet, and they were even worse. It's not gonna be a thing of like
no, they're not gonna learn their lesson.
Tried to patiently explain to me.
Yep.
And gave me the pills that were going to like help.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But at least it brings me a sprig of joy every time I think about it.
And that cat gets to keep his blood.
All his blood.
And probably take some from the next vet, actually.
Yeah, probably. Yeah. Oh my God, yeah.
Yeah,
okay. So look, if let's say someone who's anti-vaxxers, there is a way around it, especially if they have had some vaccines in their life, and we can send off titer testing for antibodies.
Okay, right.
That being said, titer testing is $300 to $400 a pop.
Yeah.
So it's often cheaper just to vaccinate them again.
Yeah, sure.
Yeah, but I've actually never had anyone take me up on that offer.
Yeah.
So I've had people go, isn't it over vaccinated? I'm like, oh, potentially. but this is how we get around it. Do you want to go ahead? I can draw the blood today. There's no problems at all.
Yeah, I mean, it's still, the fact is, like, over vaccinating or whatever. It's, that whole concept is just part of, anyone who's listening who is sort of like against vaccines or whatever.
Stop listening. Go away.
No, I don't want to be like a dick about it, but like
I do.
But yeah, it's one of those like goalpost moving parts of the arguments against vaccines. Like, initially it was like all vaccines are unsafe, and then eventually that argument becomes so untenable that they go, okay, we need another one that's like sounds like a more reasonable argument. And it's like, it's just, we're just saying it's too many too soon, or that kind of thing. The fact is, the sheer quantity of testing that goes into safety assessments of vaccines, and that is really part and parcel of the whole discipline of vaccination as a scientific pursuit. If someone's allowed to give you a vaccine, it's safe.
Well, and also,
yes, there are a teeny amount of complications, but it's like, it's always assessed against how much benefit of prevention. So it's like, if someone's offering you a vaccine, it's safe. It's not like crystal meth in a park. Legally, you can't be offered a vaccine unless it's going to help more than it could possibly hurt.
Well,
and
that's the
just
thing
the
with, herd immunity and like the privilege that we have just being like, no,
absolutely,
vaccines.
Yeah. Oh, measles are coming back, don't worry.
Yeah, yeah, but
in
even
the States, I mean, that's part of the reason I'm almost glad we didn't move there. It's crazy.
Ages ago when we had a rabbit calicivirus outbreak, the new strain, I would have killed to get our rabbits vaccinated.
Yes,
and
we had some hard chats
yeah.
actually about things.
Yeah, and it's just wild to me that people are like, nah, for like easily available like vaccines for terrible animal illnesses.
Yeah, I mean, particularly, I had no idea it was so cheap actually to get a cat, like a cat specifically vaccinated.
Oh, well, I mean,
being $30 a year is
you need to factor in the consult fee.
Of course.
So the consult fee is about $90, $100.
Yeah, but you do the vaccine within another meeting, right? Like you come in for multiple things.
Or you can't vaccinate an unwell animal, so they can come in for a checkup.
I see.
And that, is the $150, $90, whatever vaccination fee.
Yeah, that's fair.
And then the vaccination
and then
itself
some cats, I mean, yeah, we're talking about all animals really, but like, I mean, some cats, specifically Artie, who consistently gets shout-outs, are really hard to get to the vet.
Yeah.
And it's like, you don't want to add another vet visit just because it sucks.
But also, again, there are solutions to that problem.
Right.
There are house visit vets.
Oh, yes,
they will
that's
come
true.
to your house and do the necessary.
Your pet.
There's always a solution.
Yes. Vaccines are great.
The Tiny Vet Podcast is independently produced.
To support us, go to patreon.com/tinyvetpod. Please like and subscribe. Hug your